Back in 2019, Blizzard flew me out to California and brought me to my first ever Blizzcon experience. They did this to introduce me to Diablo Immortal. Me being a big mobile gamer and a big person in the mobile gaming space back then, I guess they thought I'd be a good fit for their game, and I think they were right. I fell in love with Diablo Immortal and I started this channel and created content for 2 years before the game even came out. Still throwing out content every single day for you guys, but you already know that. What you don't know is that I'm going back to BlizzCon this year in different fashion, but I will be going to BlizzCon and I will be part of all of the festivities going on. Now, no, I'm not going to be getting my own table, a meet and greet table, and honestly, nothing special. I am flying myself out, I'm giving myself room, and, we got a ticket to BlizzCon from Blizzard, which was really cool, so thank you, Blizzard, for that. But we're going out there to see what's going on in the world of Blizzard. Now, we do have a schedule that we could look at here, which gives us some details, specifically the broadcast schedule. Something I'm noticing here, though, is that there is no Diablo Immortal on this schedule. November 3rd, this is the Friday. I'm going to be flying in on Thursday. I'm going to be attending all day Friday. I'm excited because I'm going to be spending a lot of time with DM, Dark Microtransaction, or DM Diablo 4. He and I have been friends for over a year now, just through the Diablo Immortal channels. That's where we initially connected. Then he moved on to Diablo 4, which is great. But we met in person a few weeks ago at Blizzard when we went out for Warcraft Rumble, which is also something I'm going to talk about inside of this video today. But we really hit it off. He's a great dude. We got along great. And I'm really looking forward to spending as much time as I can with him again at BlizzCon this year. Unfortunate for me wanting to spend so much time with him, he's got a very busy schedule. He's going to be on stage. He's going to be doing the streaming. He got a streaming booth. He just announced on his live stream the other day that he's going to be able to stream to everyone Diablo 4. That's pretty awesome. He's going to have a meet and greet table so people can meet the tall, red-headed, amazing Diablo 4 creator, which is awesome. Unfortunately for me, like I said, that's time that he's going to be dedicated to doing stuff, and I'm not going to be able to hang out with him. So I will find others, maybe some of you, to hang out with during that time. But like I said, what is the schedule? And I'm seeing a lot more here for something besides Diablo Immortal. So let's read it here. Opening ceremony on Friday starts at 11 a.m. Hopefully you guys are there. 1:30. Wow. What's next? I guess World of Warcraft that we're talking about. Overwatch 2. 3:30. WoW Classic. 4:30. Hearthstone. By the way, last time I was at BlizzCon, my favorite station there, and I've mentioned this before, was the Hearthstone station. It was just beautiful. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. I've never even played Hearthstone, but I loved that realm that they created there. And then 5:30, Warcraft Rumblings. We could assume that's going to be Warcraft Rumble. So on the topic of that, I have started a new YouTube channel called Echo Warcraft Rumble. Now, I don't know that I've ever really shared this with you guys, but I did start a new channel, and I really do like the game a lot. This is the channel right here, Echo Warcraft Rumble. It is literally a brand new channel. It's got just over 200 subscribers, and what did I put out? 10 videos so far, but you know what? People seem to be thinking the videos are cool, I think. So I think it's cool too, and if you find out, because Warcraft Rumble is dropping on November 3rd. It's dropping that day at BlizzCon on Friday. It's going to be global, which is awesome. So if you are someone that's interested in the Clash Royale style game with more strategy in a Warcraft world, this game is perfect for you. Like I said, I'm absolutely loving it. I play it every day and I put videos every day out for it, just like I do Diablo Immortal. So I'm covering 2 Blizzard games. It's kind of funny that I'm putting all my eggs in Blizzard, or should we say Microsoft at this point in time. Either way, it's fine. Let's see what the rest of this schedule looks like. That's the end of day 1. I assume 5:30, let's say it ends at 6:30. We get out of there by 7. I'll go have dinner with the friends, and there'll maybe be some type of an event or something that for us to go and hang out at. And I'm an old man, so I'm going to probably go to bed at 11. I don't know, maybe midnight. But I'm not doing any 4 a.m. stuff actually, wait a second. Does the next day not start until 12 p.m.? I guess I could stay out late if it starts at noon. I mean, I could hang with that. All right, so they got a WoW deep dive, Overwatch 2 at 1:30, Diablo 4 campfire chat at 2:30, community night, which sounds fun at 4:45, and then 6:15, I don't even know who that is. Lay Seraphim. I don't even know what that is. Whatever. It's something that maybe is going to be cool, and I hope it is when I find out what it is. Yeah, you can make fun of me. You guys probably all know what that is, and I don't. That's fine. I'll Google it later. There's no Diablo Immortal at all on this list. Nowhere. Even when they go into it down here. Nothing. Even when they go into it down here. Planning your in-person BlizzCon experience around your game of choice, check out the on-site schedules for WoW, Diablo 4, Overwatch, Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble. Guys, they're not doing anything for Diablo Immortal. I really hope that when I get there, there is something for Diablo Immortal. But I'm getting the feeling over time, yes, Diablo Immortal is a NetEase and a Blizzard game. When I started, we were even. But as time goes on, I feel like we're going more towards the NetEase side and less from the Blizzard side. Obviously, there was a lot of bad press that went along with Diablo Immortal when it launched, but I feel like that's all past at this point in time, and every game is going to have its issues, right? Diablo 4, best game ever, until it wasn't, and then everyone had complaints about it. Everyone will have complaints about any game that's put out by any developer. It's just how things go. Nothing is perfect, and everything needs to be worked in some way. But I do feel that I get the vibe, and it's not because of anything I've heard. It's just the feeling I get from being deep in this community for the last year or so. And now, if BlizzCon really doesn't have anything for Diablo Immortal, it's going to be like the nail in the coffin that maybe they just are giving more of the reins over to NetEase. We know that when we take a look at the Chinese patch notes and we look at the American patch notes, whenever we do a patch note event, that the Chinese patch notes, they get stuff first. They get, they got Battle Royale first. They tested it for a week or so there, and then they brought it over to all of us. There are apparently like gem shops that we don't have. That's all hearsay. I haven't actually seen them myself because we don't have them ourselves. And there's other things that happen in game that we don't see in our version of the game. And they always get it first. They always mention it first in patch notes, etc. So it leads me to believe that things are being more controlled as far as development goes and things like that by NetEase, and then Blizzard maybe, it's a motorcycle riding by, then maybe Blizzard takes a look at it, makes some changes, gives a stamp of approval, the Blizzard stamp of approval, and then it gets sent out as Diablo Immortal, the Blizzard/NetEase game. I'm sure that some development goes on, but maybe it's modification style development from what's made for the Chinese version versus our version. I really don't know. And maybe when I'm over at BlizzCon, I could sit down and talk to some of the developers and get to know them a little bit. Like when you think about it, you get all of these, big creators. DM, for example. There's some for World of Warcraft. Every game has its big creators, the ones that kind of lead in the space for that game. DM, I keep bringing up Darth because he's the best example. He was the guy that went from a normal dude to being on the top of the world because he did a great job creating content, because he always has, but he did it for a game that just rose up in popularity, and he was able to take the skill and what he was able to do as a creator and just implement it in a different area, and boom, he saw so much success. So they're getting to get a lot of these great opportunities, and their games are getting a lot of these great features, and it's just sad. And that now maybe it's not in the schedule, but maybe things will be there. Maybe there'll be a Diablo Immortal station. I really hope so. I really, really do. It's literally why I'm going to BlizzCon. I guess I'm also now going because of Warcraft Rumble. But if you asked me 3 weeks ago, I was going for Diablo Immortal. That's when I booked my tickets and all. When we look at the creators for Diablo Immortal, there aren't many. There really aren't. And when you look at the ones that are the most consistent, you're really looking at me and a few others. But because the game isn't as popular in media, it's not as popular on YouTube, or maybe my content just isn't as good as what others are making for other games, the popularity of it, and I guess what we're talking about, just views in general, are lower than what a game that is more mainstream, like World of Warcraft or Diablo 4 or Overwatch, or maybe even Hearthstone. I don't even know at this point. So I feel like sometimes the popularity of the game is limited by the reach of the game, or the popularity of the game, right? Like how much people are actually liking it. And the funny thing is, I think a ton of people are actually loving Diablo Immortal, but the audience doesn't seem to be huge for it, which is cool too. So my next shot at maybe having a channel that does really well, it's going to be this one, the Warcraft Rumble. There's a few people making content for the game right now, but I'll be one of them. DM may be making a channel too as well. He's done a lot of talking about this, and he and I have some plans about tag teaming some content for Rumble. I know he's got a lot going on. He was at Blizzard, then 2 weeks later at TwitchCon, then 2 weeks later at Blizzard again. The guy is busy. He got sick in the meantime as well, but hopefully he and I are able to meet up, start making some videos together for this game once he gets better, and we can start slaying things over here because the game's a lot of fun. But this is a Diablo Immortal channel, so we'll focus on all of that stuff. We've been talking a lot about gems and all the bands and stuff like that. We just had the update come to the game. So I said right here in this video that I class changed from the Blood Knight to the Barbarian. Funny thing is, and no one knows this yet because I haven't put out a video since then of actual game. It's always me talking about this gem situation. A day after switching to the Barbarian, I was like, man, I'm not feeling this Barbarian the way that I used to. And I went right back to the Blood Knight. This season is the first season ever that since the very beginning, that I'm going to claim a season skin on a different class than the Barbarian. So I'm going to be claiming everything on the Blood Knight this season because I'm really liking him. Plus, he desperately needs a skin because he kind of looks butt cheeks without it. Or maybe I'm just sick of what he has right now. I need something different. So I've been playing a lot of the Blood Knight. I did a lot of grinding, but then this week I got sick, so I kind of slowed it down a little bit. What I'm going to probably do is kind of wrap up this video, go lay in bed, and until I fall asleep, just play the game a bit, try and grind a little bit out, progress the battle pass, progress some XP, because we are coming up on a 1,000 Paragon. That's going to happen. Well, it's going to happen for us on Monday. I'm probably not going to be able to push much more through that. Busy weekend ahead. Family stuff, sports, Halloween. So I had trunk or treats tonight with my kids. I have adult Halloween party tomorrow night. Sunday football game, my son's final regular season football game, and my other son's flag football game. And then Tuesday, well, I know I'll be Paragon 1000 by Monday, but then on Tuesday is Halloween. So I'm going to be going to friends, going trick-or-treating with the kids and doing all that. Busy week ahead. All of that is going to have work involved as well. And when you think about things right now, guys, I have Echo Gaming YouTube channel, which is mobile gaming, top 10 list, anything that pops out in mobile. I have Echo Gaming Diablo, which you're on right now. Echo Call of Dragons, where I cover Call of Dragons. And now I have Echo Warcraft Rumble. That is a lot of videos I'm putting out in a week. 14, 57. I'm putting out about 20 videos per week. That's the low end. 20 videos per week. That's 80 videos a month. And I'm working full time too. And I'm coaching sports. It's absolutely insane. And then I sit and wonder, why am I getting sick? Well, it's probably because I'm not sleeping. That could be a thing. Also, the color is off. I notice I look really pale. Maybe it's because I'm sick. I'm not sure. But it also could be the lighting in the back, which looks super blue. Notice we got the table right here. It's because I just put in a new standing desk earlier this week. Did it while I was sick. I think I mentioned that in another video, but now, because it's a standing desk, the camera is raised up more. Notice you're seeing up here. You used to only see right down to here. So now you're getting more of that blue behind, and it may be messing up my nighttime coloring. Looking super pale right here. I don't even think I look that pale. But yes, going to BlizzCon, that was really the main focus here. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a great trip. And then I just filled you in on the rest of my life. Hope you don't mind. Either way, I do appreciate you guys. We talked about in this video how the channel's small. Diablo Immortal audience seems small, but you also are loyal and supportive, whether you are part of a free-to-play community, a dolphin community, a whale community. I've met some great people along the way. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for your support all the time. And if you're going to be at BlizzCon, let me know. Hit me up. Maybe we could run into one another and have a bite to eat or something. I hope to see you guys there.